Alright, so here we are with episode 9 of Saga of Tanya the Evil. We are going to see what happened after the aftermath of the last battle between Tanya and I guess you could say, retaking of the city, right? We had some uprising there, the militia came through, and there was still some, I guess you could say, conflict with the Entente Alliance. I'm never sure if I'm saying that right. Yeah, some various war treaties were broken. You know what I'm saying? And they brought it on themselves, right? So let's see what happens in episode 9.
ハレーヌ市では自国民保護の大義を守り、直接的排除対象は敵魔同士に徹底した。未だ私のお手手は真っ白のはず。
失礼する。Interesting. That sounds like she's actually, like, trying to convince herself, right? Because she really did warn them. She really did try to warn them. You know, going back and looking at that episode, it's like, man, she tried to warn them. She tried to tell them to, like, you know, evacuate, to surrender and stuff like that. But they refused. And so, at that point, what else can you do? You know what I mean? You just got it. Your hands are tied. Oh, hey. Look who it is. No. Probably safer, right? A little something going on? Really? I wonder why. Oh, okay. That's an interesting strategy. I mean, it seems... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it could work, right? I mean, it seems like these are the types that would rush in, right, if they saw a chance. I mean, if we're talking about the same group, right? That they will definitely take an opportunity like this without really thinking things through. So... And see, that's the problem, the no matter what part. Yeah, probably gonna be some deep stuff. It's curious. I wonder if we're gonna see more conflict between her and that one general, I forget his name, that was not very welcoming to her objections when they were at that little meeting, right? It's just like, I think you have a classic thing of, like, it's always been something to where you can, it's part of the job to, as like a lower level ranking officer, right, compared to who you're speaking to present ideas and alternatives to things that clearly are not the best choice, right? That's always kind of been like, you know, the whole feel free to speak. You know, it's part of your obligation to go like, hey, this is not, to advise, right? And be like, this is not a good idea. But if the people you're trying to tell that to aren't really willing to, like, accept what you're saying or understand, and they believe that they know better, you're really in a hard place to try and convince them. Right, but you never know. Yeah. And that's tough too. It's like, do you risk breaking that neutrality, you know, to try to achieve an objective? Yeah, you can't just walk up. Right, yeah. I mean, because really, if you... It's so tough, man. Because it's like, you could be overly aggressive, right? And on the offense, but how long can you, again, realistically keep that up for? The whole idea of, like, just pushing it through several weeks is not going to really work. I mean, I don't know if you even have the supplies, the resources to do that level. Not to mention, like, is it really worth the loss of lives to push something that heavy? I mean, at least in this way, if you draw them in, you know, you could probably, you know, save more lives doing that. Plus, this at least guarantees that it's their soldiers and you're not, you know, you're not in warfare in cities, right, and buildings and structures that are just, like, it's better, it's easier to avoid that sort of circumstance. Yeah, it's it's his battalion, the squad.
我々は前に進まねばなりません。いわば前方への脱出こそ最良の解決策であると確信いたします。
Absolutely. I mean, strategy, using strategy is the most important thing here. Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, this is... Okay, the battalion. We're starting to see real losses here now in the battalion, which we didn't get before. Ooh. Airburst rounds. Oh my. Like, you really got to make sure those shields are up in time. Ah, Victoria. The horse brigade. Jeez. This is really the first time we've seen, and this is what I was wondering if when we were going to get to it, battle on the scale of, you know, Tanya's battalion getting, like, demolished, right? Half the men, half the squad gone? That's pretty okay. That's, you know, it's probably the most we've at least seen or have been told through, like, the show itself, right? Because before then, it just seemed like they were pretty much dominating things. What? Oh, so, okay. Alright, yeah, that's smart. Did she get it up in time? Did someone jump in front of her? What happened? Oh, God, I'm just getting chills just from the tension. You can just feel it. So good, man. Ah. Ooh. The aftermath, man. Oh my goodness.
部隊内での行為の責任は全て部隊の指揮官にあるって将校課程で習わなかった？法学の授業で。一応習った気はしますが。
She's trying to comfort him after everything she went through.
ひょっとしたらそんな意図があったのかもね。まさかセレブリャコーフ少尉に慰められるとは思いませんでした。
Well, I mean, that's kind of her a big personality she has, so.
何か。
現在我が軍は第三国を通じて偽のプロパガンダを流布しているそうです、ね。
Really? False propaganda? For what?
我々はアレーヌ市のごたごたで補給線が崩壊。もはや前線維持も危ぶまれる状況の中。
I totally, you know what? I totally didn't think about that. I totally forgot earlier when I was talking about their supply lines and their resources. I totally didn't even think of that being, like, the case for the supply lines when they destroyed that bridge. In that video, I remember I was more so thinking, like, oh, this is a good way for them to stop, like, reinforcements from coming in and going after them. Never once did I go, oh yeah, man, that's a big supply hit. Doi. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is a... Oh, that's what it is.
敵司令部を直接叩く衝撃によって
敵を混乱に導くことにある。いかにも。
So
戦略レベルでは大いに道理かと。ですが、敵の司令部を
I could be getting this wrong. Are they saying so is the goal to have a group or soldiers, a certain group of soldiers, pull them away and distract them, right? Making them think they're retreating, luring them out, and then having Tanya's battalion go into the HQ and take it out while they're distracted. That seems to be a common theme, doesn't it?
容易に叩けるならば、
I could be
そも
wrong
そもライ
though.
ン戦線は膠着などしないはずです。
Oh no.
神のお導きであられるな。
Not this goober. What are you doing back? Goof troop. Get out of here.
第二作
私が開発した強行偵察用の特殊追加加速装置秘匿故障 V1 だよ。
Is this like a
迎
jet?
撃重防御陣地を突破する新装備の開発を技術省へ要求し、
どこか
Are they
の
like
狂信的な科学
automated
者
or
が予想以上のものを作り上げたわけ
he's
です
just babbling? He doesn't care.
福音としか言いようがないであろう。見たまえこの大
Yeah,
型ブースター
that's what I was thinking too. That's a
を
lot.
燃料を使用する
That's
特徴
comically a
品を
lot of
5
boosters.
機も
That's
搭載
crazy.
しておるのだぞ。
速度や方向の調整はできるのでしょうね。
調整
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about him not actually like testing things right and not understanding how to test things properly and just kind of winging it, which is what he did with Tanya, right? Like wasn't understanding like, oh, like the separation from in theory this is how they work to in reality this is how they work. This is theoretically they're supposed to do this, but when you okay. Did you do any field tests yet? Did you
必要ないた
All
だ
right,
まっ
yeah.
すぐ進み続ければ
just
よい
keep
のだ
going straight forward? That's not how that works.
その最高速度はマッハ 1.5 人類史上初の超音速によって一切合切を振り切る
God, this guy, he doesn't get it.
音速を超えたことによる
Exactly,
情
you're
報
gonna be
攻撃の
going-
急増や衝撃
You're gonna be going so fast. That's what I was thinking too. How are you going so fast?
破の対策は
できるであろうできなければおかしい
Oh,
まさしく天才だな。
ええ天の災いです。
ロール低地における帝国軍の撤退を確認。
okay.
原告をもって主力部
Begin
隊の前
advancing,
進
yep.
を開始。全体進
They're
め
following the plan. The plan is working so far.
左翼さえ突破すれば帝国軍も音を上げるでしょう。
これでケリがつくわけ
I wonder if he
え
picks
え、
up on
私もア
anything.
レーヌでの借りを返したいところですが。
戦勝記念の祝杯分は残しておけよ
Okay, they're confident. They're not even thinking that it could be a trap or an ambush or something like that. So
諸君、言葉を飾らずに言えば、今回の任務は人間ロケットで敵
Yeah,
司
that's
令部に
kinda-
突っ
that's
込めというわ
insane.
けだ。やるしかないのであれば成功させねばならない。
this is gonna be
事前情報を元にした襲撃の対象は
probably a
参加
mixture of disastrous and fantastic
敵の
at the
ライ
same
ン方
time.
面司令部と目される。我々は全軍の先鋒たるぞ。
Okay, say it with your
これで
chest.
落ち着いていられる軍人など帝国はおろか。世界のどこにも。
Well, that was a perfect cut. That was absolutely
宣
perfect.
言撤回だな。
Hey man, sometimes when you can sleep,
すで
you
に
can sleep
共
anywhere.
和国軍主力目標地点への設置も完了し、明日にも決行できるとの報告です。
Ah,
すでにルビコンは超えた。
why am I nervous? I'm
めぐれ
anxious
着
now.
少佐にかかっ
Make
て
me
いるわけ
nervous.
か。
Ah, even I got like the heebie-jeebies. I'm like, I don't know.
我々が黙って食事とは
Casually just
存
eating.
外緊張しているらしいなお前は緊張と無縁かと思っていたがお互い様だろう私こそお前が緊張するという
I mean, this is a huge thing, man. This could be right like the end of the war, if I'm not mistaken.
友よ帝国に勝利を勝利を
Yeah, the ominous music does not make me excited for their victory, I'll be honest. I think that's another thing, too, is... I don't know if we've... I mean, we know the reason the war started, right? We understand why it happened. I don't know what their ultimate goal is. Is it just typical, like, ruling? I don't know, right? Like, okay, if the war ends here, you know, what happens next? That's the big question. Oh, is this the... Yep, okay. They are prepping... These are wild. How do they get into these things? So they are manned rockets. I was like... When I was looking at the design, I'm like, where do you go? How do you get in? And what does that even look like on the inside? Right? Like, from a technology standpoint, it has to be the craziest thing ever. I can't even imagine. Super just combat. Oh, you really are just laying down like that. That is terrifying. Music is building. Oh! God, the music in this show is so good, too. Yeah, that is funny. I didn't even think about that. Free market principles. Okay. Release door knockers. Oh! What? Oh, that's what it does! I don't think I understood fully what it was gonna do. Oh my goodness. Alright, I believe this is the end credit scene. That's... Yeah, that sucks. That's tough. Oh my god. Is that really what happened? Rotten Tater took him out? And here I was thinking, okay. That's funny. Alright, so that was it for episode 9 of Saga of Tanya the Evil. This was a pretty fun episode. I think, you know, we had more build here leading into the final episodes, which I imagine the attack on that HQ is going to be the final 3 episodes of Tanya. And even saying that, I can't believe we're here already. I can't believe this is going to be the end of Season 1. But of course, we've still got things after this to check out. I do have, there's that OVA that I'm going to be looking at, plus the film. I'm going to be reacting to the film. That's going to be on the channel as well. And probably by next Tuesday, we will be fully caught up with Tanya and ready for when it drops July 8th. So yeah, exciting stuff, exciting stuff. I really like seeing Uger here too. That was cool, you know, seeing that he actually got this position, because I know he had last time they talked, I think it was the last time they talked directly, was when he revealed he had a kid, right? And so it's cool to see that. Seeing the doctor again was, I didn't expect that. These things are... I didn't, I assumed they were going to be rockets that they delivered somehow, but not in the way that I thought. I don't know why. For some reason, I just didn't picture them laying down like that and then it breaking apart. And then the, major, missile area is what dropped. So, they are here, right? The shock and awe has started, and this is going to be probably the most interesting. I'm expecting to see deaths here, right? Because we really haven't seen too many deaths. Actually, I don't think we've seen noticeable characters die on Tanya's side, right? Obviously, they were talking about how half of the battalion was wiped out and stuff like that. when they said 11, right? She was talking to the 11 of them. Was that all that was left of the 48 that they had? Because if so, then yeah, they have suffered pretty significant losses, which isn't, uncommon, especially for the type of task force that they are. But it was interesting to see, especially because, they really didn't show too much of it prior. Really cool strategy stuff going on here, playing off of the arrogance, right, of the Alliance, the Republic Alliance, and just kind of luring them in a plan that totally worked. I'm so interested to see, since we're towards the end of the season, how this ends. I don't know. It seems like maybe the war may or may not end here. It could be a very big thing relying on Being X is interference, right? Because we haven't seen him since that last episode where he, reanimated the corpse of a dead soldier when they were attacking the fjords. So yeah, we haven't seen him since then. His involvement. And so this could be a really pivotal thing of, like, as we're getting to potential victory, right, for the Empire, and that it's taken away, or at least heavily contested. So fun stuff. Thank you guys for checking this out as always, and I will see you next time for some more Tanya. Peace.